Greg, you wanted to tackle something Dr. Henderson said before the break?
I sure do. He used the term marginalized. I think the way we describe ourselves and thinking of ourselves is very, very important. I understand that historically, socially, politically, economically, one can argue that we've been marginalized.
Can one argue, or is that the truth?
It is the truth. But are we marginalized in cultural terms? No. We are fundamental to the conception that Americans have of themselves stylistically in terms of freedom. We are fundamental constituents.
How often is that acknowledged, though? How often is that actually acknowledged in the grand scheme of things? How often is that actually acknowledged? That's something that we know inherently, but do the masses acknowledge and agree with that?
That remains to be seen. But as long as we can acknowledge that,
I believe, yes. I live at the pinnacle of white America here in Loudoun County. And the typical 18 to 30-year-old affluent white female that I see at the supermarket is very appreciative of how Black America contributes to society. And they stop me all the time like I'm a celebrity.
Are they Joe. White women are stopping you like a celebrity because you Black.
Understanding geographically what Loudoun County is, I am willing to step out on a limb and say Loudoun County was a county that engaged the argument of critical race theory and ultimately removed critical race theory from the textbooks and classrooms of students. So with that in mind, how much do they really appreciate it? Now, taking that and pointing it
that's factually inaccurate. That's not true. We're still fighting that battle every day. I was fighting that battle just last night. I mean, we've had some movement in the courts recently, but that's factually inaccurate. We still have a lot of that. So I was just on a call last week. It was Fairfax County, but they had brought Ibram X. Kendi in again as a high dollar consultant. So it's just that's just false on the face.
No, but Joe, you just made a really great point, I think, for me and Dr. Henderson, especially when we're talking about Virginia critical race theory and that being a way to really limit speech, education, everything with that. We are seeing a vicious attack, particularly from the right side of politics, the GOP, whether or not you're looking at Virginia in the South with critical race theory, whether or not you're looking at Florida with the Don't Say Gay bill that they passed. And we know that when we talk about Don't Say Gay, beyond just even the gay community, who are even more persecuted by that? It's the Black community, especially when you're talking about Black trans rights in particular.
Can we keep things framed around fact? There's no such thing as a Don't Gay bill.